Hey there YouTube, and welcome to a quick Braille Scale channel update here. As you can see, I've got a nice new workbench here. I've got a bunch of room to spread out. I've got my Panzer IV big game hunting diorama in the works here. I've got some Russian figures with the PTRD 41 anti-tank gun. German Casualty, which in a previous video I showed you guys how to kind of damage some clothing with green putty. And let's take a look at that and see how that turned out with some close-ups. And if you're not familiar with this diorama, go ahead and check out my Instagram page. It's the same at braille.scale. Some future things I'm working on. Once I get this pretty well finished up, I plan to pop over and work on a couple of group builds. The first one's hosted by Wolf Scale Models on Instagram. Go ahead and give him a follow if you don't already. And then the second one's hosted by Maya's Mediocre Models. That one hasn't started yet, so go ahead and check that out. This diorama, by the way, is inspired by something that Robert Blocker did with a couple World War I figures, and I think it was a FT-17 Renault tank. First one is the Fall of the Reich group build. That is from the period of 1943, kind of think Battle of Kursk, until 1946. It's not a what if, but it allows that extra time period if you want to show like the aftermath of Berlin and how the civilians are handling the cleanup and things like that, or some destroyed vehicles in a big junkyard. That one's already underway. The other one starts next month on November 9th or 10th, and that's an Eastern Front group build. Pretty wide open. I'll put the links to the respective Instagram pages in the bottom of the video, and you can give those a look. So expect some videos on those different builds in the future, and hopefully I can show you guys some more progress on this Panzer IV, get the groundwork set up, get some snow and mud effects, and go from there. In the future, I do plan to do a diorama how-to series, how to build a World War I diorama, World War II, Vietnam with some jungle stuff. I'd like to keep it all 1/72nd scale, just so I can kind of go through it a little faster. And since it is the Braille Scale YouTube channel, I figured that makes a little bit of sense.